So just 2 more breaths here. Sighing it out through the mouth. So we're going to take our hands. Normally when we do that grounding breath, we do it this way. So hands cupped just at our dantian point. So at the sacral area. Inhale, lifting our hands all the way up, turning the hands, reaching up. And then exhale, slowly bringing the hands down by the side. And resetting. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling out. Inhale. Exhale. A few more times. Just one more here. Lovely. Just bring the hands back into the lap. Let's drop the right ear to right shoulder. Just holding there for a few rounds. Just coming to your own breath. And let's roll the chin down to the top right corner. Back into center before resetting back, chin lifting up into center. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. And then let's bring that chin down to the top left corner. And back into center of the chest. And lifting to center. So let's bring the right hand down next to us. We're going to reach the left hand up to the sky, up to your ceiling, and then leaning over, stretching through the left side of the body. And then we're going to reach down to the corner and swap sides. Left hand comes up, sweep that right hand up and then over. Opening up through the ribs, the armpit up to the sky. And again, let's sweep it over and opening up. And one more time on the other side. Coming back. Oh. Lifting all the way to center. Let's bring the right arm over the shoulder. Left hand reaches up. Remember, use your strap if the hands aren't quite catching each other. I don't have any props here with me whatsoever. So just into our cow face arms. So you're reaching behind. You're grabbing fingertips, grabbing a strap. If you don't have a strap, grab onto your shirt. It's fine. Holding here. And even the left hand, if it doesn't come up, you can always just do the option where you're pressing the elbow down. That's fine as well. Just getting into the shoulders, into the triceps a bit. Chaz and Dave are coming around to make sure everyone's okay. Let's release it, shake it out. We're going to do the other side. So left arm comes up. Just need to press my elbow down. And reaching up with the right hand. Ooh, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. There we go. Again, use a strap or bathrobe, or we call it dressing gown belt. Getting back into that Canadian lingo now. You can't understand me here. Okay, let's release it. Let's shake it out. And then we're going to come over onto hands and knees. Just making your way over. Remember, 2 fists between the knees for hips. Hands can be underneath the shoulders or slightly forward. And let's start with some little cat-cows. Lifting the tailbone up first. Oh, here it comes, the rain. I'm going to have to move. And rounding through the tailbone, tucking under. And just keep going into your cat-cows while I reset into a drier area. So keeping up with the cat-cows. Good. Lovely. So the next time you come in after your cat, just come into neutral spine, and we're going to just sit back on the heels into our child's pose. You can bring the legs a little bit wider if you need to sit down. You can rest the head. And then we're going to slide it forward onto the bellies, bringing the elbows underneath the chest, coming into Sphinx. Don't know if you can hear the rain now. It's like Wednesday is rain day here. Because last week was the same thing. The day I arrived was rain, and then the rest of the week was really nice. It's been gorgeous all week. And then again, rain today. It's Wednesday. So just coming into our Sphinx. So remember in Sphinx, if you want to, if it's too much in the lower back, bring the elbows forward slightly. Or stay up. Good. So let's release it down, resting the head for a moment. And let's reach back for that right ankle. Squeezing the bum cheeks, engaging the quad. Let's release. Let's come back into Sphinx. So again, bringing the elbows underneath the chest. If you want to come a little bit higher this time, you can. So you can bring the hands out towards the corners of your mat, lifting up. If that's available in your back, if that feels good, that's fine. As you choose what level you want to be at. Just resting here for a few rounds of breath. And let's release it down again and coming to quad stretch on the left side. So taking hold of the left foot. And again, squeezing those bum cheeks. And then the releasing, we're going to come back into child's pose. So from here, I'm going to give you two options depending on what you want your practice to be like today. So you can either go from child's pose into tabletop, or you can go down dog into tabletop and back and forth. So you choose what you want to do. Child's pose, and just lifting it up. So staying maybe 1 or 2 breaths in each. You choose again, and lifting up. Maybe in your down dog, you might want to pedal the feet out if that feels good. You can always alternate child's and down dog as well. It's fine. Lovely. Good. So wherever you are at, let us lift the left foot up, or if you're on tabletop, let's step left foot forward, bringing the right knee down, lunging forward. So again, if you want to use those blocks, or if like me, you don't have props here with you, you can come up onto the thigh instead. And then let's half split back. So let's lift those left toes, bringing the hands down or back, coming into that nice little hamstring stretch. And then lunging forward one more time. Here comes the sun again. We have a mixed bag of weather. And half split back. One more lunge forward. And let's bring the hands to the inside, to the right. Into our lizard, little tiny baby lizard. So if you're feeling like it today, what you can do is you can press the knee open slightly, roll over onto the edge of the foot. That's fine as well. Again, actually, that's the good thing about Zoom classes, because you can't see each other. So you have to go with how you feel, not with what anybody else is doing, except for in Victoria's case with whatever the dog's doing. Dog says no yoga. So let's step that left foot back, sit it back into that child's pose. And again, coming either into tabletop or into down dog. And from here, let's lift the right leg up. And let's step that right leg forward, help it along if you need to. Bringing the left knee down, this time lunging on this side. Everybody okay? Good. I got a thumbs up from Georgina, that's good. Got a tail wag from Victoria. And let's half split back. Oh, yeah. You'd lunge it forward again. And half split back. Good, one more time, lunging forward. And let's bring the hands to the inside, into our lizard on this side, or into your winged dragon if you want to press the knee open. Good. So from here, we're going to come into a squat, Helen's favorite pose. So just Maybe tuck those left toes, lift the left knee, and step it forward and wide as the mat. And sit back. So remember, you can sit on the blocks. You can do your don't touch the seat pose. You can do campfire pose. Whatever it is, feels good. Just a couple breaths here before we come into standing forward fold. The sun's coming out. There we go, I can see again. So let's plant the hands. Let's turn the toes forward, lifting the bum up. So feet stay as wide as the hips, maybe a little bit wider. So we're into a little mini halfway wide-legged and normal standing forward fold. Let the head drop. If it's feeling really tight behind the legs, the hamstrings, again, remember you can bend the knees if you'd like. You can grab the elbows here if you'd like into ragdoll as well. So let's slowly roll it to standing. I'm going to come back a bit. So it doesn't matter where you're standing. We are going to step. Sorry, I'm going to trap a little mat here. So we're going to step so that, for me, it's wide. My right leg's going to be back, your left foot's going to be forward. And we're going to turn it, bending into the left leg, lifting the arms up, turning the chest over the left leg into our warrior one. So starting here. So not quite a mandala vinyasa today, but we're going to do half and half, moving just back and forth, pivoting back and forth between our mats. Let's exhale the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest, hold it here, bending into that front knee. And then let's exhale, forward fold into humble warrior. Inhale, lift it up. Lift the hands back up into our warrior one. Good. So we're going to take that right hand. You're going to sweep it down behind you. Left hand follows. Pivot towards the back of your mat. So right leg is forward. And we're into warrior one with right leg forward. So chest facing forward. Good. Exhaling, hands behind the back. Clasp the hands, roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Bending into that front knee a little bit more. Just stay here. And now let's forward fold, humble warrior. Inhale, lifting up. Reach the hands all the way up. Same thing. Left arm sweeps back. Right arm travels, pivot. We're back to the front. Arms come wide, warrior two. So adjust that back leg if you need to. Nice, strong through the arms. You can probably see yourselves in your computers. Use that as a mirror. Bending into that front leg. Those of you who want a little bit more active practice, feel free to lift that front heel. Got a bit of a blister there. Good. So let's turn that left palm. Right hand can be behind the back or down the leg. You choose. Lifting all the way up into sun warrior. And we're back into rain. Breathe it into warrior two. Left arm onto the thigh, sweep the right arm forward, opening up through the ribs. Inhale, lift it up. Let's straighten the front knee. Reach it forward for triangle, Trikonasana. Left hand comes down to the calf, your block, wherever it feels good. Right hand reaches up. And again, just check that you're not bringing that shoulder too far back. Any problems with the shoulder, keep the hand on the hip. Inhale, lifting up, turning towards the side of your mat. We're going to come into Goddess. Heels in, toes out, sink it down before we go to the other side. And a little bit of a couple of our little Goddess lifts. So starting with our hands out front, inhale, lifting up, straightening the knees. Exhale, reaching down, inhaling. So just use the breath, nice and slow with the movement. Just keep going. Lovely. Good. So the next time you come into Goddess, just hold it. And let's turn to the back of the mat now. Right knee's bent, arms are wide, warrior two. Let's turn that right palm, lift it up into our sun warrior. So remember, if you want a harder practice, lift that front heel up. Breathe it in, warrior two. Bring that right arm onto the thigh, sweeping that left arm forward, opening up. Inhale, lifting back into warrior two. Let's do one more. Lift it up. Back into warrior two, getting ready for triangle, Trikonasana. Straighten the front knee, reach over that foot, and cartwheel hands. There you go. Inhale, lifting it up. So either turning towards the side of your mat or you can turn towards me. Just going to come into a couple standing balances. I'm being mindful of time, sorry. So bringing the soles of the feet together, let's start with mountain pose. So spreading those toes, pressing the feet into the floor, squeezing your belly buttons in, glutes, roll the shoulders back. And again, feet together is a little bit harder, or you can bring the feet apart, whatever works for you for your mountain pose. If you want, close down the eyes and just feel the sensation of all four edges of the feet pressing into the floor. Lovely. So from here, we're going to lift. We're going to shift the weight into the right leg. Lift the left knee up. And let's take hold of that left knee and open it to the side. Ooh. Engage, engage, engage. Coming back to center. Let's bring that foot to the inside. You choose where you want your tree to be. So foot to calf, foot to inner thigh, or toes to the floor. And choose as well, hands to heart center, or you can reach it all the way up into your tree. Let's release it down. Release the foot. And let's, again, come into mountain pose first to reset. Press, spread the toes, press the feet into the floor, squeeze belly button in. Holding here, pressing all four edges of your feet into the floor. And again, shift the weight now into the left leg, lifting the right knee up. Taking hold of that right knee, and let's open it to the side. Coming back to center, and again, set yourself up for your version of tree. So foot to calf, foot to thigh, foot, toe to floor, it's up to you. Bringing hands to heart center, or from here, lifting the hands all the way up. Let's release down. And we're going to set ourselves up coming into pigeon pose. So coming whichever way you want, facing the front maybe. You've all been coming to classes, so you know how this pigeon pose is going to work. So make your way down to the floor. Hands, you can come from downwards facing dog if you wish, or from tabletop, bringing the right knee to the wrist. Slide that left leg back into your version of pigeon. Again, any knee issues? So Debbie, I don't know if you want to do reclined pigeon, you can do that. If the foot still hurts, the left foot still hurts. Or is it the left side you do reclined pigeon on? Can't remember. So, and again, if you want to lay yourself down, up, here comes Sharky and Nemo. Check it out. So from here, you're going to roll over onto the, if you're laying down, press yourself back up. I'm just going to adjust myself so you can see what I'm doing. We're coming into that side angle stretch. Is that right? Yeah. So I've just done this wrong. So left leg is out, slide the left hand down, right foot is into the inner thigh, reaching over. Just getting into our lower back here. Inhale, lifting it out. Let's bring both soles of the feet together into Cobbler's pose. So holding on, again, you can sit on your blocks or a folded up blanket if you need to, if your knees are up high. So sitting on a folded blanket. And then again, you're pulling the chest over the toes. You're not rounding through the back. Don't choke yourself. And so chest, boobs come over the toes. You just come as deep as you want to come into it. Doesn't matter. Lifting up, let's extend the right leg out now. Left foot in, sliding right leg and reaching. Lifting up. Wow. Neighbor's cat. Hello, are you coming to help? So we're going to just reset ourselves into pigeon on the left side. So bringing that left knee to left wrist. And again, your version of pigeon, so you can lay yourself down. Yes, cat. Nobody's fed you today. Dogs are being really quiet, the neighbor's dogs as well. And so when you're ready, just coming out of that, laying yourselves on your backs. We're not quite done. We're going to do a little bit. We've got 5 minutes. Reclined twist. So lay yourselves on your backs. You're gonna lift. Actually, let's do a couple little apanasana. So lifting the feet up off the floor, squeezing the knees in. And then let's extend the left leg out, bringing the right knee into chest. Exhale. As you inhale, swap the knees. Left knee coming into chest, right leg extends. You can do it low down to the ground as well. So you're just sliding the feet along the mat if you want as you're alternating legs. Doesn't have to be up high. I think sometimes up high we're working the core a bit more. If you want a bit more relaxing, just slide. So as we alternate. So exhaling to squeeze the knee in, inhaling to alternate, then exhale, squeeze. A couple more. Lovely. So from here, let's bring both knees into up, feet up, and let's bring the arms nice and wide. We're going to drop the knees over to the right hand side, keeping those shoulder blades flat on your mat. So either looking straight up or over to the left hand. And then if you want the option, you can straighten out that left leg, take hold of it on the outside, just getting into the IT bend. Coming back into center with those knees. Just reset, and then let's drop them over to the left side. Hold it here in the reclined twist first. And then if you want to extend the legs, just give it a few breaths in the reclined twist. Then you can extend that. And as we come to the end of our practice, just coming back to center, stretching the legs out, and making your way into your version of Shavasana. And thanking you for practicing with me today. Om Shanti.